Sunshine getting all white.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of Crafting with Patti Bee. I'm pretty sure we're on. Today is April 4th, 3rd or 4th. I forget. Doesn't matter. It's today, Friday.
3rd.
Oh, thanks, Sandy. Hi. Hi. Tell you what, I don't get the newspaper, so I have to rely on my memory. And you know me with numbers. I can awfully transpose them.
Did anyone do any April Fool's jokes on you?
No. And this is the first year I didn't pull any. But I did ask the new checkout guy, young guy. I was going to say kid, but I think he's older than that. If he could pack my groceries in alphabetical order. And the girl was, she's a little handicapped. She was already packing the groceries fine. She had 2 bags packed. And I said to him, hey, can you pack in alphabetical order? And he said, I bet I could. And I said, okay, let's unpack and try again. And the people behind me, they looked a little scared. Anyway, we laughed. It's my job to spread a little humor wherever I go. It's also fun to, pull up with your grocery cart next to the guys or the gals that are, bringing the grocery carts back. Like they got a bunch of them, and you run up and you say, hey, are you giving cart rides? Because, wait for me. First they look a little like, what? And then they laugh. So, job is done. Couldn't find my car the other day. I always park it about the same place. And I went to where it was, and I couldn't see it. And the guy said to me, oh, looking for your car? I said, yeah, I thought it was over here. And he says, oh, my fob, sets off a big, loud, alarm so I can find it. I said, oh, you're lucky. I said, well, I'll just wait here until the cars clear out. And it was early in the day, so he thought that was funny. Turned out my car was hiding behind a truck. Somebody pulled into the spot next to me, and I couldn't see it. So it actually was where I thought it was.
Wow.
And I got the groceries home safe. Didn't have to wait for the store to close and nighttime to fall and everybody to leave. But that's about as close as I came to April Fool's. How about you?
Coralie, she tried to do some April Fools. She asked me if I could buy her water balloons so she could throw them at her sister.
Oh, that was very good.
But I didn't do it.
I was going to say, did you fall for it?
No, I had too much cleaning to do and chores. I didn't have time for that. I don't have
You
time
know,
to make a mess.
that cleaning stuff gets in the way of a lot. Anyway,
But yeah, she was thinking of what kind of things she could do to her sister.
oh, she was serious.
Yeah. She wanted to do it.
Oh, I thought she was just teasing you because she knew you would never say yes to that.
No.
Oh, okay. Ah, all right. Well, that was still pretty clever of her. You know, I mean, that's what siblings are for, right? If you can't harass them, what's the point of having them?
Yeah. Well,
Anyway, so this is the card that I made. And I'm going to pull this up close. The other two are tied down. This is like an egg shape. I don't know if you can see it. There's three pieces. Let me hold it underneath. Okay, there's three pieces of eggs. There's three eggs that I made into a tulip. And, you know, I just used some cardstock and made two more. And I left that one so I could take it out. And I made a vase out of a piece of paper. So anyway, so that's kind of what we're going to be working on. I saw somebody else who used this kind of a shape to make a tulip. So let me just
nice.
finish this one with, I wanted to stand out a little bit in front of the others. So I have these, I keep forgetting what you call them, but they're like foam risers. They have a name. Anyway, I'm going to put that on the back of this. You don't want to get them too thick if you're going to put it in the mail. Okay, and I'm just going to put a little dab of glue.
And we are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So hello if you're watching in Twitch land. Twitch
We are?
universe. Yeah, we're always multi-streaming.
Oh, I thought that was only on the reruns.
No, every episode is live on multi-platforms. Every single episode, all our episodes, almost all of our shows are Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch.
Ah, so then what I did was I took I used a pencil because I was too lazy to get up and get a marker, but I have a marker. And I just made little lines coming out.
Did you see that video I sent you? I posted of the girl, the woman dancing with the peeps glued all over her outfit.
No, no, but I saw some good Easter bonnet ones from the olden days.
Oh yeah, you sent me that one. I saw that one,
Yeah,
but
those are cute.
I love the one of this woman. She glued different colored peeps all over her like gold bodysuit, and she's like getting down, dancing. It's hilarious. And the peeps
There
are
you go.
falling off. The peeps are falling off as she's dancing.
And she's dancing.
She's like ready for Easter.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, and it's Passover for our Jewish community friends. Happy
That's
Passover.
true. Yeah. Yep. Okay, so you know I have my Fiskars cutting tool. This is just a 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock. So you can buy cards with the envelopes, or you can make a card. So most cards are 5 by 7. Some of them are 6.5 by 7. That's usually the size that I work with because it seems like you're getting more card for the money. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in my Fiskars cutter. And you could do this with a ruler and scissors.
Your favorite Fiskars.
It's my favorite.
We have a pair over here waiting for you to come visit.
Okay. So this measures 8.5, right? And I want it to be 5. So I'm going to move it down to 5. Where's 5? There it is. It's hiding behind 6. So I'm going to cut this down.
Don't say it.
I think I'm doing this right.
6, 7.
Oh, I did it wrong. How did I do it wrong? Shouldn't have been wrong.
Just fold it.
Let's just try that again. Well, I have a different card. Let me grab a piece of cardstock. I have one that's already cut, but I want to give you the measurements. So let me grab a piece of paper. Okay. This is just one of those generic pads that you get at Michael's when it's on sale. And
Okay.
so I'm just going to grab a piece of paper. So this is a 12 by 12. So this should be, okay. So let's try it with the 7. We'll start with the 7. And then we'll try 5. I think that's going to give me should be. Why can't I figure this out? I do this all the time. Okay, so this is 6.5. So that card is a 6.5. So if I go to 6.5, if I go to 5, 5 and 5 is 10, right? So let's go to 10.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You got to take the long way and you got to go to 10. That's what I'm doing wrong. Okay. 10.
I just fold it in half. It's a card.
And it's going to be 7. Right. So you want a piece of cardstock that is 7 inches wide by 10 inches long. And then you can fold it.
Okay.
Okay. Nothing like doing this stuff live and forgetting what you're doing. All right, let me move this out of my way. Okay, so now we have our card base, right? So if you use a colored piece of card base, you're going to want to put depending on what you're going to put on it, but we're going to use some patterns. So I want a pretty neutral background.
Oh, you're gonna love this. You know what I just saw? And it could be fake, it could be AI, but I think it's real. But
okay.
you know, Johnny, you know how I love Johnny Depp. He's like my ultimate
I like him because he's a good person.
He's my ultimate Hollywood celebrity, right? So and he's a musician. So he's an artist as well. So I just saw him creating this art out of a box of his favorite tea, that like some fancy tea that he gets probably, I don't know, from some different part of the world. And he just opened up the box of the tea, his favorite tea. It was like an empty box. So he opened it up and it just was in the sign of a cross when he opened up the box. So he took that and made that like the base and then added all these other artwork things on top of it, kind of like what you're doing, layers. three-dimensional layer like that. And oh wow, it came out really cool. So I was,
And it came out cool. Oh.
yeah, you would appreciate that kind of art.
All right, I'm going to switch back to this pad because usually when you get the pads, they come in gradations of colors. So you get like, you know, lights, darks, and they all kind of match together. But here's a white one.
And this card that you're making could be for, you know, anything, right? Could be Mother's Day.
You can use this card for anything, yeah. And
Easter,
so you can use
Passover, anything.
you can use computer paper. You know, any kind of paper that you have will work.
Yeah. How about an old box of tea, an empty box of tea, cardboard?
Well, it's funny you should say that.
None.
Yeah.
Are you eating brownies over there?
Do I have brownie? No.
Does it say Nani's
It's the
brownies?
hot cross bun season, and the I always like to get the chocolate covered marshmallows that they have at this time of year. All right, so I'm just going to cut this up a little bit.
Well, you know what I got from Costco is they have these dark chocolate covered coconut things. They're like almond joys, but without the almonds, and they're keto. They're keto diet. They're gluten free and they're keto, but they're dark chocolate. They're like just like almond joys, but with no almonds. They're so good.
I love almond joys. Those sound great.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to get a piece of cardboard from here. And if I fold it, now you could use a cereal box.
I'll have to send you that video clip of that Johnny Depp doing his art.
So when you cover this, right, it can be, you can actually use the purple, but you won't see any of this. You'll have to cover the front and the back, but that's okay. And you can do a vertical card, or you can do a horizontal card. And then you would have to make an envelope, you know, for it if you needed an envelope, which you can do easy enough. You just take if I have a big enough piece of paper in my scraps. I think this will work. So what you want to do.
And most importantly, you're having fun while you're creating.
Yes, it's the best.
You have your tea or coffee over there?
I do. I do. I have my coffee and I have a piece of chocolate.
You have a snack?
I do. So this is bigger than I need it, right? So I'm going to cut it down, but I want it to be, you know, almost down to the bottom. It could be higher up. You just want to make, you know, a flap. And then you know, it's kind of like wrapping a package. You just keep going until you figure it out, right? And you can use wrapping paper. Okay, so that's going to be the top. So then what I want to do is I want to fold this over the sides. I'm just using my nail to crease where the crease is so it folds more evenly. And then I'm going to do the other side. Now, if this was a bigger piece of paper, I could have done it on an angle. But since it is not, so I'm just going to kind of figure out where the center is. Doesn't have to be perfect. You could measure it. And then I'm just going to cut up to that center. And then do it on the other side, down to that corner. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to cut off this flap. And I want to cut off this flap. And the reason you do, that is usually because it gives less bulk, but it also, can get in the way. Okay. So now I'm going to put this in, fold those sides. Okay. So I end up with this, right? I measured in the middle. I measured up, and then I cut the top to where the length that I wanted it. And I pushed these sides in. I cut out from the bottom piece. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to push those in. And then I'm going to attach this. And you have an envelope. Glue bottle's getting empty. Come on down. Come on down, glue. So you don't want to put glue up on the top. You just want to put it where this is going to come up. Right?
Oh, hey, Tara. Tara's here.
Hi, Tara. Thanks for coming in. It's called Madness Day. We didn't know what day of the week it was.
It's Holy
Well, we
Friday.
did. Let me take that back. We did know it was Friday because I'm here. I just didn't know what the number was, So if April 4th is tomorrow, then that means it would have been Grandma's birthday.
Tomorrow, yes, it is Grandma's birthday.
So now I have made a card out of a piece of cardboard from the Noni's box. Looks like the back of the box. I could make another one. And I can cover it. So I can cover it in many different ways. It's always important to put the pin back in your bottle. And when it gets low, lay it on its side. You won't have to wait for it to come down as much. Okay. So to make this, we're making this, I had made this card, so we're doing a variation of this. And the card is made of ovals, or egg shapes, actually. So what I'm going to do is I am going to make an egg shape. And I made a pattern. And I wanted to have, where's my little, I got so much stuff going on here, I probably buried it. Anyway, I did a little drawing. And out of that drawing, oh, it's right in front of me. Here it is. So I just did a little sketch. And then, I made the first egg. And then I wanted it smaller. And so when I finally got it to the size that I wanted it, I measured it. And then I made what I thought looked like a tulip leaf on the side. And so out of that, I got this little pattern, which kind of shows a stem. And so you only need one of these eggs. And you just cut them out. So I have 3 little eggs here.
Is this an Easter craft? It could be anything.
It's going to be a flower, a tulip. So it could be a get well. It's depending, whatever colors you use. It could be a birthday. It could be sympathy. Could be anything, really. And
Yeah.
I always find that, when I do workshops and stuff, I show one way to do it, how I do it, a simple, and then I have the materials out, and then, people come up with the best designs, so much better than mine. And that was true when I was, a preschool teacher. I would do that too. I'd make activities for the classroom, and then I'd observe the kids, and they would always improve on it. Because when you're young, you have, less constraints. All right, so now let's see if I can bring these down here. Can you see them? Let me try putting them on the table. How's that? That's better. So I tried different coins to see what would give me that size instead of measuring. Turns out that the penny works. So if you put a penny down, you really get the width of this tulip. And you could use a dime and make smaller petals, especially if you're going to do the long card. So maybe I'll do that. Okay. So if I'm going to make this long card, I need to pick out my colors. And you can use any kind of scraps. You just want to kind of get some color, things that kind of go together, or, that you like. So first I find some colors that I like. And here's an old painting that I never finished. Didn't like it. Colors are nice, but I got discouraged or something. So I thought, we can turn this into eggs and cards and use this. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to use the pink part for the eggs, for the flowers, and maybe the green part for leaves and a stem. So I know that the flower is kind of in the middle, right? So I'm just going to figure out that I need to be within this and with this. Now I just used my fingers, my fingernails, but I'm going to just put this here so that you can see.
Okay.
Right? I could cut out the thing and make sure that I know what I'm doing, but
That's a water painting you did?
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, if you don't like your water painting, or, I looked at some of the art that the kids sent me, and I just couldn't bring myself to cut it up. But, I only get so much. You got a lot of stuff, and you know how that kids are very prolific, and you could even just put out the watercolors, and if you want to do a certain theme, ask them to only use like 3 or 4 or 5 colors to just not even make a pattern, just do colors, or they could do whatever they want, and then you could cut it up and let them know you're going to cut it up, or let them choose something that they can cut up. I also
that could even be your water painting could even be used to make the print of a fabric for like a clothing design.
Yes. And I have a friend in Art Buddies whose art was chosen to make wallpaper, like this for one of their displays. So the wall is made, they blew it up and it became wallpaper.
Yeah, like you could take it to a master printer or something.
Yeah, people are on the lookout kind of for that stuff. So
yeah, that's cool.
And I think she has, I don't think she calls it a manager. But anyway, it's somebody who knows the business, and I don't know how it works. I don't know if she pays or if she's just genius. All right, so we decided we're going to use the dime because it's smaller. So I'm just going to put the dime down somewhere in this pink. And then I'm going to use my pencil. And I use a big pencil because they have white erasers. And you don't need to, mark heavy, if you're going to erase it. And when you're making a pattern, you often have to erase some lines. So I'm just going to take the width of the dime. And I'm just going to lightly make a base. And then I'm just going to kind of make an egg shape out of that. All right, let me do it light darker so you can see. All right. Okay. So then you cut that out. And I'm going to cut inside the line. Not
Oh
outside the
no,
line.
you're cutting your beautiful painting.
Yay! One more thing I don't have to rearrange. Okay. So I'm just going to clean it up a little, some points, just take those off. Because this is going to be my pattern for the next one. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you need, you only need a piece of paper about 1 inch wide. So I'm just going to cut that out. No, that's not in the pink. Let's go in the pink. Let's go in the pink.
Thanks, Sarah, for sharing out the live. She's tagging her friends.
Oh, thank you. All right, so now I got some pink cardboard. And I'm just going to make 2 more petals out of this.
Tara, do you have your coffee? Did you have your morning coffee shake? Well, the ladies anyway. Yeah.
Okay. So I did 3.
We missed
And
David. David was like one of the ladies. He was part of the girl club.
Okay. I have to fix that one up. That one didn't come out the best. So this is pretty thick paper because it's, I don't remember the weight of it, but it is definitely really thick watercolor paper. And watercolor paper comes in different thicknesses. But like I said, you could, do paint on just about anything. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we missed David.
What happened to David? He went away?
He just is off Facebook for the most part. So a lot of people
had a hard time with it.
The hiatus of Facebook hiatus. I think a lot of people give it up for Lent too. They give up social media for Lent.
Okay, so now you take, let's see, I like this one in the back, so then now I don't have to see the green.
Yeah, he's probably still sleeping, Tara.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's earlier out where you are. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah,
okay,
well,
that's got
Tristan's up in Oregon, so still kind of early.
Okay.
He's an Oregonian.
So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to.
He was just on my show. Did you see that episode with Tristan? Tristan Moonbow Jensen?
I think I did, yeah.
I want to meet his mom. His mom lives in a yurt.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said it was really fancy.
Yeah, he said there's a lot of she has like plants all over the place because it has a lot of natural sunlight. So plants do really well.
Yeah, that would be great. I wish I was good with plants. I'm not really.
I'm not either. I kill them all.
Okay,
They
so
don't live too long.
if you look at the back,
I'm good with fake plants.
and then
Mhm.
and the front, yeah, I'm good with fake plants too, honey.
Well, it's just
Sometimes you have to remember to dust them, you know.
genetics, I guess.
Could be. Could be. Oh, your
We're
sister
really
is
great at
really
fake
good with
planting.
plants.
I can pretend to water it too.
You know, your Aunt Valerie's brother-in-law, Tony, when he moved into his new house and there wasn't even grass or anything, he went out and bought plastic flowers and he made like they were planted and he would go out at night and water them. So his neighbors thought he was a really good gardener, but he wasn't.
Mhm.
All right, so now I'm going to take
He
some of this
wasn't.
green and I'm going to make a stem.
Yeah, Rory's an artist also. Did you see he's got a new book out and you can purchase his new books. He's got like a series and you can purchase it on Amazon. So I'm gonna have to buy one of his
Oh, I
books.
have to get one.
You know, but I want an
Have to get one.
autographed one. I need an autographed one.
Yeah, you should get an autographed one for sure. All right, so I just cut, you know, I'm just cutting some stems, and I don't know how long they have to be quite yet. I have to figure that out with the
Patti
card that
Bee
we're
and her
making.
favorite Fiskars.
Yes, I love Fiskars. Some people prefer, you know, the guillotine. I like that for um,
Thick paper.
big, thick cardboard, you
Yeah,
know, when
thick
I make
stuff.
the
Yeah.
scrapbooks and stuff. Or
Those things
if I'm
scare me.
cutting, if I'm cutting like a lot of insert paper. So I always put in a paper in my card to write on.
Hmm.
And I only attach it right here and under here so that when you open the card, it stays with the top. And then you have someplace to write on.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Fiskars. Tara said, "What are Fiskars?" It's the yeah, exactly. It's that paper cutter. It's her favorite thing, and she loves that thing. She always has her Fiskars with her.
Yeah.
Like travels with it, Tara. She travels with it. And then she bought one from my house so she didn't have to travel with it in her suitcase.
Hey,
That's how much she loves her Fiskars.
you never know when you might need it, honey. And then I heard a bunch of stuff about how I um, sent you glue.
Oh, yeah.
Like she didn't know what it was for.
She sent me glue for Christmas one year.
I
I
thought
was
you should
like,
have some.
thanks. Thank-
I thought you should have some. All right. So what I did was I had cut out what I thought looked like a tulip leaf. Right. So comparison to the egg.
Tag Robin. No. She said tag Robin.
So what?
Uh,
Oh,
yeah, he's too busy. I don't want to bother him. Like he's busy, busier than a busy
he might
bee.
like a Fiskars cutter.
Robin is so busy. It's not even. He needs to slow down and relax. He's so busy.
No, I don't know. Slowing down and relaxing can be underrated.
And he just took Stephen, who's visiting out here from Yorkshire, England, right now.
Uh-huh.
And one of his guitar students that he gives lessons to, he just took them out to the Split Rock in Anza Borrego Desert, and there's some photos circulating on Facebook now. Really beautiful out there, but Robin just loves to
Nice.
go out there to the desert
Very nice. So
and
I'm
tag
just gonna,
Johnny Depp.
huh?
Shout out to Johnny Depp. Tara said tag Johnny Depp.
Absolutely. You never know.
You never know. He's an
You could
artist.
inspire him. He might want a Fisker's cutter.
He needs a Fisker.
Glue.
He needs a-
Maybe he doesn't know what
Johnny,
the
if
good
you need a
glue is.
Fisker's, Mom's got your back.
That's right.
She'll send us your PO box and she'll mail you one. Or
That's
your
right.
publisher. Send us your publisher information and she'll mail it to you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, at least I'll give him the catalog number.
We love Johnny Depp.
There we go. Now that I have my flower made, I'm going to look for a paper that I like as a background.
Okay.
And you could use just about anything. I've got all these scraps in here that I'm looking through. Oh, there's a piece of scrap paper. Because I made the card and I need to cover both the front and the back, I'm going to need a bigger piece than a smaller piece of paper, so this would be fine. Because it's going to be a vertical card. And this will definitely cover it. So let's go with this.
Tag Switchfoot.
Let's try not to screw this up.
I think Switchfoot might possibly be at the San Diego Music Awards this year. If I stand correct, I'm not 100% on that, but the possibility.
Mm-hmm. All right, so this, I'm going to measure this again because don't trust your brain. All right, so this is 6 by 6 1/4.
Tony Hawk. I've ran into Tony Hawk. He's like a North County guy. So when I used to live in North County, I ran into him a few times, like at restaurants and stuff. But he was like with his family. Never want to bother a celebrity when they're eating dinner with their family.
Oh, no.
Although you know me.
Okay, so what I did, let me just
One
show you
time I
this.
hung out with Shaun White. We jammed
yeah?
out. We were jamming out at my friend's house. Everyone was jamming out, and Shaun White came up and grabbed a guitar. And next thing you know, we're jamming out with Shaun White. It was so cool.
Cool. Now, Shaun White is the the skateboarder?
Snowboarder, Olympic snowboarder.
I was close.
Gold medalist. I don't know how many medals that guy has. But he grew up surfing.
He was pretty entertaining, I have to say.
He surfs too. He does a little bit of everything,
Mm-hmm.
He's got good balance.
So let me move this out of my way. I'm going to cut this so that it can go on this card. And I want the pattern to go the right way because this has a background pattern.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on the back in the right direction, and I am just going to trace it so that I don't have to worry about my measurements. Now, I could cut this. Okay. It's not lining up quite straight. It must have moved when I cut it. That's all right. I'm going to fudge it. There we go.
Fudge it,
Fudge it. I'm going to fudge it.
fidget, or fudge it.
Fudge it.
Hmm.
I don't know why fudge it is an expression, but it is. I'm gonna, get more of a crease in this. So I'm folding it back and forth.
Oh,
a
your
couple of
other
times.
favorite. Her other favorite thing, Tara, is the bone folder.
Where's my
Bone-
bone folder?
What do you call it? The bone.
Bone folder.
She loves her bone folder.
Goes with my scoreboard.
Oh, there it
There it
is.
is.
Oh,
Now, if you have a scoreboard, I'm not using a scoreboard because this is like using stuff that you have at home.
what's the bone folder, Tara said?
Okay, so Tara, whenever you fold something like
Are you
this,
taking notes, Tara? Get ready for the bone folder.
you can use a bone folder instead of your nail and you get a much crisper crease.
We like crispy.
So, in the card making industry and the paper crafting, the bone folder is a thing. But you can also use like sometimes I use the back of the scissor because my nail dust doesn't always
Do
get
you
it
have
the way.
one? Do you have one in your purse?
No,
Surprise!
that's an idea, Sam. That's definitely
You need one in your purse.
definitely idea. All right. So I'm going to glue this on.
Tara, do you need a bone folder? We'll mail you one.
You can get them at Michael's.
It sounds like something like it would be something like from a horror movie or something.
I know. Don't let me attack you with my glue gun. So
Yeah, I have my coffee, Tara.
whenever I'm putting glue on, I don't go all the way to the edge because when you press the glue down, it'll spread out.
Mm-hmm.
And here we go. The bone folder is also good for making sure you have a good seal. Okay.
Uh-huh. There's
So
got to be
now-
some satisfaction from holding that thing because it's got like a smooth texture on it, right?
The
bone
cardboard
folder.
or the
No,
bone
the
folder?
bone folder. It's got like a smooth texture.
Everything has texture. Yes. Yeah. It does. It does.
It
Feel
looks,
lovely.
it looks like satisfying to use that
It
thing.
is. It's very sad. It's a really fun tool.
Now Tara
Okay.
wants one.
So now
Do they come in different colors or are they all white like a bone?
I've seen some in red.
Do they have them at the dollar store?
Not now. Not right now. They've pulled back on a lot of their okay. So here we have a tulip.
I learn a lot from this show, Tara. I'm always learning.
There's always stuff to learn.
Yep.
So now
Different kinds of glue. I learn about different kinds of glue, different kinds of markers. There's so much to learn.
there really is. And there's a lot of, there's a lot of fun things that you can learn. Like you can take DeWitt and oh gosh, I can't think of the other brands. Faber-Castell. They have watercolor pencils, and if you dip them into aloe, you can paint on fabric with them. Here's something
Yeah,
here.
see, and I think watching you create the cards, when you just get a card in the mail, your cards look like store-bought. They look like someone, bought it at the store. So, but when you watch the show, you get to see like behind the scenes what all really goes into what goes into making each card, and it's like so much thought and time and love that goes into it. So it really makes you appreciate the card.
Yep. Okay, so I'm going to put a little vase, this in a little
Is that
vase.
Renee? Hi, Renee. It's Holy Friday.
Hi, Renee.
Good Friday.
Hey, Renee, did you know it was April 3rd? I just found that out. I did know it was Friday, so there's that. Okay, so now I've got my, my cardboard box covered. I've got my tulip. And I'm going to cut this off. Let's cut it at an angle. All right. We made an envelope for it. I cut up my painting, my watercolor painting, to make this.
Oh, Tara said, I used to be really intrigued by scrapbooking back in the 90s, but never really finished more than a couple of photo albums. Oh.
That's why I like cards. That's a lot of work. A big page, and then you've got this big album that you have to store. So I started making cards, and you can never have too many cards.
You were into the craft booking for a long time. You did the scrapbooking.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that. Yeah.
And
that
then
a huge trending thing. It was like everywhere you go, every store had like scrapbooking stuff you could buy.
Yeah, and now it's the machine, the Cricut machine.
Oh yeah.
Everybody does that, and so
Everybody loves
it's
their
getting hard
Cricut
to
machine.
find scrapbooking supplies.
Wow.
Yeah, Hobby Lobby and Michael's.
It's so funny how like crafting has trends, like has things that trending and things that come back from the old days too.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Okay, so I can cover this inside with white paper or a color.
Love you, Renee.
What do I have for color? Maybe I could use one of these. This would be kind of cute.
Ben Franklin. Oh, Ben Franklin was the name of this crafting store?
Oh, Ben Franklin was
When he was young.
Ben Franklin had everything. You could get lamps. You could cover lamps. They did everything.
It's like an East Coast store, right?
There was, sewing, everything.
Yeah.
Models. Oh, I loved Ben Franklin. We had one in Vermont, but they were all over. And then I don't know why they ended up going out of business.
Yeah.
So what I did was I traced this again for the inside. And this is not very thick paper. This is pretty thin. Like I said, you can use wrapping paper. You can use your, computer paper, paper bag, anything.
And pull out some cardboard from the trash can because we're turning trash into art.
Well, let me tell you. This is my scraps of things came, like stickers came on that. I just keep that stuff.
Yeah.
Because it comes in handy.
Renee said this is so calming to watch. Are we calming? We're just batty.
Actually, art is time doesn't exist in that part of the brain. And so when you get involved in any of the arts, you'll often, get out of it, come out of it like a trance, and realize that more time has gone by than you thought. And that's a
Yeah.
nice thing.
Oh, Tara said upcycling. That's the word I was looking for.
Oh.
Yes, upcycling. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to use to see how this is like, and I can use my fingers, but it doesn't really.
Renee, did you see the bone folder? Did you miss the
This is why my cards looks professional, honey.
Always.
Okay. Now.
She loves
know
her
if
bone folder.
I might have to adjust this when I'm done, but that's okay. I do like my bone folder. I don't know why I didn't send you one.
No, now I know what I'm getting for Christmas.
Oh, your birthday's coming up, honey.
On my birthday. Oh boy.
Yeah. Lucky girl.
Things to look forward to.
If you're really lucky, I'll get the kids one so you don't have to share it.
You probably did get one and then it got lost in the abattoir of the kids.
It
mess.
could be. It could be.
It's in one of the kids. It's in a box, inside a bag.
It's probably used as a diving board if I know Coralie. She has all her miniatures.
My B-Day is my B-Day is not fair because everyone goes back to school for my B-Day. Everyone's got plans because it's like, what is it, Memorial Day weekend? Or no, is it Labor Day? I can't remember.
Well, honey, I tried to get you out a day earlier, but you took 2 days.
And yeah, so everyone's busy, everyone has plans, and everyone's back to school. So everyone's just getting school supplies and no one has time. So I celebrate my birthday with the kids in the summer. This way, people don't all have plans and aren't too busy. Everyone's back to work.
Okay. So this is going to take a little bit of, you can see at the edges, it didn't come out quite, it's got some extra.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to use my scissor and just go along that edge.
To even it out.
Mm-hmm. That's all. The thing about crafting is you don't have to be perfect.
Right.
A. And B, some of the best things come out of mistakes.
Right.
And figuring it out. Okay, so now we have the card. And we have a flower. So one of the things I want to do for the flower is I'm going to use some pencils. I have some colored pencils. You could use crayons. You could use just a regular pencil. Let's use a regular pencil.
Tara said that's what we're doing Sunday, combining Easter dinner with one of her sister's birthdays get together. Yeah, that's nice because you're all going to be together as a family. So
yes,
that's nice.
It is nice.
Which sister is it?
So I just outlined that with pencil, and it gives it more dimension.
Uh-huh.
Right? And if you wanted to give it even more, use a dark pink. Here we go. You could just put some shadowing, not too heavy. You could use marker.
Nice.
Just give it a little bit of shadow at the bottom.
Christy's birthday. Oh, tell her I said happy birthday.
And maybe a little bit of lines going up. Okay, so that gives it some dimension. And what I want is I need to make a vase. Okay, let's make a vase. What do we got for a vase? Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Let's make a vase. So I just have this catalog, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to look for a color for a vase that would be about the right size.
I love
Like
tulips
that.
too. Yeah, Tara said, I love tulips. That's pretty, Patty.
Oh, thanks. So when you have magazines or you have your kids' art or whatever, you're going to
Mhm.
look for compatible color. So I've got these three things. I think that'll make a cute vase. Let me hold it up so you can see. This pink
Mm-hmm.
won't take away from there. So, okay, I'm going to cut that pink out into a shape that I think will be big enough. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So that's too much of an angle. And I'm just going to make it square at the bottom. And then I'm going to go up from the bottom to the corner.
Aha. Just like that.
Just like that. So what I'm
Cute.
going to do is I'm going to put glue along the bottom.
Favorite glitter glue.
My glue. Can't believe you don't use that. And
Oh, I use it sometimes.
Good.
But I don't do crafting like you.
Well, honey, I used it to secure the magnet to my garage door.
Wow.
And it's out in the bright sun here. Okay, so I'm just going to put that in. And then I'm going to slip in my,
Nice.
now again, if you want to get fancier.
Wait, glitter glue. Tara, do you have glitter glue? She said it's glitter glue is amazing. Tara, are you in the glitter glue club?
So you have to get this, they don't sell it in Michael's or Hobby Lobby. So some of the family-owned stores have it, the higher-end crafts, scrapbooking craft stores. But I get it on Amazon because I don't
I
have
was
one of
gonna say,
those
get it. Yeah, Amazon has
not
like
near
everything.
me. And the thing with it is that if you live in a cold climate, where it has a possibility of freezing, they will not send it to you at that time of the year. Because if it freezes, it loses its properties. So I use this around the house too. I don't just use this for my cards.
Oh, Tara's used it before.
And the tip is great because you can get a really fine line, and sometimes you need to go in and reseal, something that didn't stick, so you can stick that in there and do that. It doesn't saturate the paper the way Elmer's glue or some of the other glues. You do have to do some maintenance with the tip. You always want to make sure you put your pin that comes with the tip in there. And I always put a piece of ribbon and maybe a little thing, a charm or something, so that I can find it in the mess. Because, it will get lost. All right.
All right, we're at the 1 hour.
Okay. So, using your pencil, if you want, you can create a little shadow just underneath the vase,
Oh,
just to give it a little bit of depth.
nice.
Yeah. And I go to the computer and I print out things like with sympathy, and I'll do a line of those in a font that I like. And so I have like 2 different kinds of happy birthday.
That's nice.
You know,
I like how you have it all pre-printed and ready to go.
and ready to go. And these are those little
So
shot glass
organized.
plastic cups that I got, and I just keep them in there.
Oh,
So you could make this a happy birthday card.
nice.
You know, you could do a sympathy.
Yeah.
This font is a little bit big, but you know, you could do it on the front, or you could put it on the inside. Or you could do get well,
Right.
or even just a, hold on, for little ones, you can do a little, you could see that for you.
Mm-hmm.
That'll fit.
Yeah, we're thinking of you, something like that.
Yeah, and you just, you know, you just make the font to match.
Cute.
So there we have it. Oh, the last thing I forgot is,
And you did it all in within an hour.
I did. You could, with your glue, put a little magnet on the back, so they could take it out and put it on the refrigerator or
Ah, oh yeah.
something like that.
Brilliant.
Yeah. You know, if you
Nice.
learn to use if you learn how to use the tools, then you can be creative, and you can figure out so many different things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you wanted
All
to make
right.
this an Easter card, you could, you know, have a sticker on the bottom, a little bunny
Hmm.
sticker, whatever. If you wanted, you know, to put more
Sure.
flowers in, you could put more flowers in.
Sure.
But so there we have it.
Well, thank you. And
Happy crafting.
yes, happy Passover, happy Good Friday, happy Easter to everyone watching. Thanks for watching, and
Happy
to the
spring.
replay people, we love you too. And the next show will be Friday, May 1st.
Yeah, I'm thinking graduation.
Yeah, good one.
Yeah,
Good one.
I'm not sure how or what, but it's something for graduation
Yep.
with
For
enough time
prom.
to, you know, to
How about like
do it.
something where they can give it to, if they want to ask someone to go to the prom with them, you know, like a little card where you can invite someone to go to the prom with you. Like, will you come to the prom with me? Kind of a card.
That would require a poem.
I don't know.
Violets, roses are red, violets are blue. I
Oh, no.
want to go to the prom with you.
There you go. Okay. Well,
Who am I going to ask?
we
Who
can't
will I
wait for
ask?
your next show. Everybody
Okay.
will see you Monday, May 5th. And thanks for watching. Thanks,
Wait a
Patty.
minute. Wait a minute. It's not Monday. It's Friday.
I mean Friday, May 1st.
Between the two
Friday,
of us,
May
we can
1st.
get the date right, honey.
I'm sorry.
We're a team. We're a team.
Yes.
It's hereditary. I'm sorry.
Yes. Okay. Well, thanks everybody for watching.
Yeah, thank you.
And
Thanks for coming in and
yeah, say
inspiring
hi in the
me.
comments. If you're a replay person, say hi in the comments, and Patty
Yeah.
will reach out to you back there. If you have any questions, reach out to us. And we'll
Yeah.
see you next time.
Anything we can help you with. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
My choice.